What's up, everybody? Welcome to Buzzworthy TV. And I'm the girl, Lady T. And today we are talking love and hip hop Hollywood, y'all. So let's get into it. So the episode kicks off with Max. He has been hiding out in the studio because he is still all sorts of pissed off at Lil B for spending all they got dang on money without telling him. Like, I still can't get over this chick. Like, she literally stole from him and their son. But anyway, I'm going to get into that later. But anyway, he's sitting in the studio. Basically, he's been sleeping there. And Ray J, who has become Love and Hip Hop's Hollywood's answer to Rich Dallas, you know, them washed up players who think just because they're ready to settle down that they can give advice, when in actuality they have the relationship advice of an aunt. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Ray J, he gets in the studio and he lets Max know, like, yo man, look, I know you upset and everything, but at least she didn't cheat on you, so you all good. And I see, that's what I'm saying. Giving the relationship advice of an aunt. Just because she did not cheat does not make this just as bad. Actually, it's right up there because in both aspects you're dealing with trust. You're dealing with trust because you trust this person to be faithful, and you're dealing with trust with this because this bitch done stole money. At least shall we remind ourselves that this bitch stole from him and their kid, okay? She's an all-around thief. No. So that's bad. Like, he can't even trust her to put money in the bank. So no. So it's just as bad, Ray J. Stop giving bad advice. Anyway, man, relationship advice of it. And I tell you. So anyway, Max is like, look, I hear all that you saying or whatever, but I'm not going home until she pay me my money back. And he was like, really ain't even about the money because I can replace that shit. It's about the fact that she put this money into this business behind my back, never told me about it, wasn't going to tell me about it until she felt like it. And that's just not cool. And like he said, when have I ever denied her? I think he would have made a way for them to do both. Put money up for the baby and put money into her little Instagram boutique. Okay? Because that's all it is. Like, you got gypped anyway, Brandi. I mean, putting $27,000 and that's just, and you only get 50%. So you mean to tell me that little whack ass storefront costs like over $50,000? Whatever. Anyway, so moving on from that, we got Lyrica Jr. and Lyrica Sr. Look, I can't. So basically, Lyrica is rehearsing for a showcase, and she wanted her mom's opinion. And so Lyrica, like I told y'all, she has a decent voice. Her mama was, giving her pointers, talking about, when you go on stage, you got to be able to project, and your sound needs to be bigger than what it is on the CD. So after they get done with all that, Lyrica Jr. is like, look, I just really need you and A1 mom to sit down because basically, I just want y'all to get it together. Like, I need you to go sit with her and y'all need to just have a come to Jesus moment because I'm about to marry this man. And I can understand that because I'm family oriented too. So I would want both sides of me and my husband's family to be able to get along. So I definitely get why Lyrica Jr. was pressing her mom to like reach out to A1's mama. So she decides to say, okay, I'm going to reach out to her, for the sake of family. So anyway, after that, we got Safari's intro. Now look, surprise, surprise, we get introduced to new cast members and it's like episode, 4? Mona. I'm so sick of you with all these different cast members. That's why a lot of times we just be done with you. First of all, the shit be over the top, scripted, and then we have so many freaking characters, we can't get invested in the ones that are the main characters. So anyway, we get introduced to Safari, and he lets it be known that, he's Nicki Minaj's ex. He helped put her on. They was together for 12 years. He not here to bash her. He just trying to move to LA and get his career off the ground. I'm like, yeah, okay. That's why every time you get an opportunity, you mention Nicki Minaj's name. Okay, Safari, but we're supposed to believe this. Okay. Not buying it. Anyway, so we got Messika and Freddie Wipe. Now look. Messika. We're going to have a talk. Messika is actually, well, I'm sorry. Before we get to Freddie Wipe and Messika, let's get to Messika, Nia, and Jason Lee. Now, if everybody doesn't know who Jason Lee is, he joined the cast last year, and he is a blogger. He's a messy blogger, okay? Wants to get all into your business, okay? And now he has this show called Hollywood Unlocked, and he's on here. So anyway, he's with, it's Messika, him, and Nia. They all together shopping, and Messika lets them know that, hey, Freddie has reached out to me after I done saw the lawyer to demand a paternity test. Now he wants to sit down and talk about this baby. And Jason Lee, with his messy ass, got to remind her, like, oh, you sure you want to do that? Because I saw that he was dragging you all through the blogs and basically calling her thot, and, he denied, basically he don't know the baby is his. Like, Freddie Wipe was, like, denying the baby before he even got here, okay? He didn't give a fuck that he had fucked her, and that was a possibility. He was just like, look, I ain't the pappy. But Messika's like, you know what? I'm going to hear what he got to say. I at least need to see where his head is at before I go forward with this situation with the lawyers, because I don't want to deal with lawyers. Like, that's not how she want to deal with Freddie Wipe. And I get it. So, after that, like I said, we move on to Messika meeting with Freddie Wipe. Now, when they get to sitting down and eating, Messika is just like, okay, so what do you want to talk about? And he's like, first of all, I want to apologize. I know the way I came at you was wrong, but I really want to be a part of this baby's life. I want to be a father. And, she asked him what changed his mind. And he said, well, I got to thinking, and I just had to realize that I had to man up. And I want to say, Messika. Translation. You called the lawyer on him and demanded a paternity test. And he like, look, let me get on this bitch's good side so she don't take my ass for everything that I'm worth, just in case this baby is mine. Now, he know if he on good terms for her, they can work some shit out. Like, he don't got to go to court for child support. She ain't going to be trying to take all his damn money, So, basically, he just playing the game. He just trying to, get along, as they say. So, anyway, she falls for the bullshit, and she's happy. And, basically, she's human, though. Like, she fell for the bullshit, but don't we all? Who doesn't want to be a family with the father of their child? So she's willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm just like, Messika, no. And you already know, because now y'all still beefed out. Like, y'all co-parents or whatnot, but y'all relationship still ain't the best. So, again, that's all that was. He was trying to get on your good side. So, anyway, now we get to Max. He at the strip club enjoying his little freedom. And here comes Brandi. Now, Brandi comes in there, and of course, you see this chick dancing in front of Max, and she asks Max, "Can I talk to you?" And he like, "What you want?" She's like, "I want to talk to you." And then she looked at the girl, was like, "You can go." And I'm like, "Bitch, you just coming in and regulating shit." Like, any other time, I would be here for it. Because you shouldn't be dancing all in front of my man. You know, that's my husband. No, bitch, gone somewhere. But you started this shit. He wouldn't even been at the fucking strip club if your ass wouldn't have been stealing, again, from him and his son. Okay? Like, so, basically, she wants to apologize, and she's like, "I'm so sorry, but you had to understand that I was going to return the $27,000. Matter of fact, I was going to return that plus interest. I was going to put it back, and you got to forgive me." And he was like, "It wasn't even about that. You did that shit behind my back, and I really don't got nothing to say to you." Like, he is just really over her. And so when she realized that wasn't going to get her way, she started using the kid. Talking about, "Our son misses you." Every time he hears the door open, he's like, "Daddy, Daddy." And I got to tell him, "No, that's not your daddy. That's not your daddy coming through the door." And I'm so glad that Max saw through that. He was like, "See, now you're trying to use our son to get to me." And he was like, "And I'm not here for it." And he got up and left. And she goes like, "No, no." And I'm like, "Yeah, bitch, you need to be crying. And you need to be running after him. Because what you did was freaking foul. Okay? Brandi, you've annoyed me ever since you got on here. But what you did was the lowest of the low. You have become the spokesperson for bad mothers. Okay? You are officially... You are officially the spokesperson. You are the definition. You are the centerfold. You are all that and then some of a bad mother, okay? How dare you steal from your own child, okay? And you take away from his future. So I don't feel no sympathy about you and about how Max don't want to fuck with you or none of that, okay? So anyway, after that, we got Safari and Nikki. Now, Safari is all in the pool, And when he get out the pool, we see Nikki Baby. And let me tell y'all, don't y'all think Nikki Baby is Love and Hip Hop's answer to Carly Red? Like, think about it. She been ran through by any and everything, just like Carly Red. She always in a new situation, again, just like Carly Red. And messy, always spreading the tea, just like Carly Red. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, being messy, she get ran through. Again, she is Love and Hip Hop Hollywood's answer to Carly Red. So anyway, Safari gets out the pool to talk to Nikki. And, because they've been dating for the past 5 months. And, he tells her how sexy she is. And he like, "I just think we need to spend a little bit more time together." And she's like, "That's cool." But again, she's basically throwing the same shade to him that she gave to Fizz. Like, basically, she like, "We having fun. We'll see how this goes. I see, if it's possible that we can spend more time together. But I be working." "No, bitch, you be fucking. You don't be working, you be fucking." Anyway, so he's like, "Okay, I feel that. But, I just want to give you a little something to show you how I feel." And he pulls out this $2 friendship bracelet, okay? Like, it looked like some shit that you get out the bubblegum machine. You know those little machines that you put a quarter in that when you were kids, you hoped you'd get a little ring or a little bracelet? That's where it looked like he got it from. I promise y'all. And Nikki, bless her heart, she tried to cover for him by saying, "Oh, this is what I like about Safari. He doesn't have to give me, the best, the best jewelry or, a $10,000 Rolodex. Everything he gives me is from the heart." No, 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 no. You don't, no, you're not in high school. You don't accept a friendship bracelet, okay, of that caliber. I'm sorry, Nikki, baby. You got to come better than that. That was a cute excuse, though, but no. No, and no. Okay. And then we got Lyrica and Pam. Now, remember, I told you Pam said that she would reach out to Lyrica. Lyrica would reach out to Pam so that they could get an understanding as mothers. And at first, everything starts off real cool. Like, they understand each other. But then, all of a sudden, the conversation changes because Lyrica is all up in Pam's business. Like, so when are you moving out? And so Pam gets in her feelings like, look, why are you checking me about my living situation? Shoot, worry about your own business. That's between me and my son. My son knew when I came here that I wasn't going to be staying with him 1 or 2 nights. He knew what it was. He knew I had to find a place, and he was good with that. So that's all that matters. Now, mind you, she's already moved out, but she just didn't like the way that Lyrica Sr. was coming at her. And I agree. If y'all trying to start off on a good foot, leave her living situation alone. I understand that Lyrica Jr. that sat out there and ran her mouth crying to you. I get it. But you got to understand, too, that, hey, you got to keep your nose out of it. Sometimes people just want you to vent. They just need somebody to vent to. They don't need you sticking their nose in their business. And so while you feeling some type of way, now you done fucked everything up. Y'all was getting along. You had to get all into her business. So then they go back and forth, and it just go from, to 1 to 100 in like 2 seconds. I couldn't believe it. So anyway, then we got A1 Safari and Ray J. So basically, they in the studio, and A1 is telling Ray J and Safari that, the moms still ain't getting along, but he gonna fix it. He gonna invite both the moms to dinner with him and Lyrica, and he's gonna present Lyrica with an upgraded ring, and he gonna get them to calm the hell down, and because like it or not, they about to be family. And I'm like, okay, I agree with that. So after that, we got Messika. Messika has given birth, y'all. Now she's about to give birth, and she is like all dramatic, like waiting, trying to get Freddie to be there in time for the birth. And I get it. I mean, he's all the way in New Jersey. She's in LA. So she's just worried that he won't make it there in time. But he does make it there in time. When I tell y'all, her parents were not feeling him when he walked in that door. They looked like, this nigga. That's the tease that was giving me. Like, this nigga. But anyway, so she gives birth to a healthy baby girl. And, he kisses the little girl, and then he got to go. And I'm like, dang, your daughter was just born. You can't even spend the rest of the day? I mean, I know you can't spend the night because you probably got shit to do, but you can't stay the rest of the day? What's up with, I don't know. Sometimes some dudes, they just really irk my nerves. I mean, like, that is your child. Like, you just had a brand new baby. I'm so disappointed in you and Freddie. Freddie Wipe, so disappointed in you. Then we got Nikki and Rita Costa. Now, Nikki is at a photo shoot for her new lingerie line, Nude by Nikki. And quiet as it's kept, y'all. Well, not quiet as it's kept. That shit look like straight up trash. Like, I know her gimmick is for her lingerie to be ultra sexy, but I was not feeling it. It just looked like trash. It looked trashy and cheap. Like, I don't know nobody who would wear her lingerie. Put that down in the comments. Would y'all wear some of her lingerie? Because that was just, Anyway, so Rita Costa's, modeling this lingerie for another Instagram boutique. And here comes Nikki. She looks so sexy. She makes me want to join her. And she just takes off her clothes and gets in the bed and they take pictures for the photo shoot or whatever. I'm like, ugh. But come to find out, Nikki and Rita are messing around. That's why she ain't really been too keen on like being committed to anybody, because she's having fun. She likes messing with Safari and she likes messing with Rita. And it's like, that's all good and all, but you lying, Nikki. Like, you not telling Safari that you dating other people. You not telling Rita that you dating other people. And both of them have asked you. It's like, you fucking up your own game. Don't you know that's pimp game 101? That you let everybody know about everybody so you don't get thrown under the bus? Like, I don't get it. So we already know that she gonna get caught up later on in the season. But yeah, so basically we get introduced to, two new characters. Nikki's bed buddies. Safari and Rita. So we should see how that's gonna work out, because Nikki is doing the most. Okay, so then we get to the dinner with A1, Lyrica Jr., and their mothers. Now, everything, again, was starting off all good. And then Lyrica Sr. had to make a toast. Say, let's make a toast. I want to make a toast to Pam getting her own place. And I said, there you go again. When you don't know when to quit, do you, Lyrica Sr.? And I liked you. Like the first time I seen her, I liked her. Because it seemed like, she had her own thing going on. It didn't really seem like she was involved in Lyrica's, personal life. Like, she was doing the most professionally, singing all in the crowd and all that. But I'm like, well, she got vocals. It kind of made the song a little bit better, even though she shouldn't have been singing from the audience, but whatever. But now I see you doing the most. Like, you all in her business when it comes to her and her man, and then when it comes to her and her man mother. And again, I understand that Nikki, why am I calling her Nikki? I understand that Lyrica had sat up there and talked to you, but she just needed somebody to confide in. She didn't need you to be, her pit bull. So anyway, suffice it to say, that toast does not go well. They go back and forth. Everybody looking at them like they done lost their mind all up in the restaurant. And basically, that was the episode, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think of the two new characters, Safari and Rita? What do y'all think of that whole situation of what Nikki is doing? You think Nikki should have been honest and told them both that, hey, I'm seeing other people? I mean, she had to be specific, but she could have just let it be known that, hey, you ain't the only person I'm dating. So, anyway, y'all. Oh, and then tell me what y'all think about Max and Brandi. So, anyway, please do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, y'all. Peace and love.